On the topic of schools being woke and then some coming out for free speech, Harvard, which has just completely gone off the deep end. I don't know why you would even pay money at this point for that kind of education. You're just paying for indoctrination. But Harvard Medical School refers to women as birthing people. I'm dead serious, okay? So they put out a tweet, and it says, quote, globally, ethnic minority pregnant and birthing people suffer worse outcomes and experiences during and after pregnancy and childbirth. These inequities have been further highlighted by COVID-19. Now, that was 2 sentences, but the fact is that there are so many lies spun in that in that short period of words that it boggles my mind. So starting off here, it says ethnic minority pregnant and birthing people. First of all, why this is nothing but the woke left-wing stuff. Because all you're starting it off with race. Okay? Now, I'm going to get back to understanding and breaking down why none of this stuff makes any sense. But they start by bringing an attention to saying ethnic minority. So basically, they're saying black and brown people. That's what they want to usually refer to all of this as. And then they say birthing people. Now, why is it that they're saying that? They're bringing this up because the left believes that people is a gender-neutral term, which it kind of is. It doesn't refer to a specific male crowd or a specific female crowd. It's just people, right? Like they or whatever it is. They're doing this because they're trying to strip away women from birthing, something that everyone that has common sense believes is intertwined. That doesn't mean that, if a woman can't give birth, that she isn't a woman, but the idea is that only a woman can give birth, right? They're taking away that. And what they're doing is they're stripping it away through language, just like they did in the previous story with the other situation when I brought up them saying the word respectively. It's not what they mean, not what it means to the normal person. And neither does this. Birthing people is meant to deliberately take away the actual fact that women are the only people that can give birth. And what they're doing by making this happen is opening up their argument that men or women could give birth, which is insane. I'll be honest, it doesn't make any sense. And they say that now they suffer worse outcomes and experience during pregnancy and childbirth. Now, what's substantiating that? I have no idea. They said it because apparently it's true now. So now, if you're an ethnic minority giving birth, it's just automatically just worse for you. You have a worse experience. No idea who they're bringing this up from. No idea who they're sourcing with this. And then they go on and say that these inequities have been further highlighted by COVID-19, which also, once again, the left likes to pull by saying that minorities were hit hardest by COVID-19 and blah, 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 blah. Look, ultimately, this isn't important. It has nothing to do with anything. But like I said, the biggest takeaway is them trying to redefine biology. The left believes that if we just say stuff and just basically attack and yell at the people that disagree with us, they'll just come right along at some point. They don't care to actually make a good argument, as you can see in these 2 sentences. There's no argument here. It's just, if we say it, it must be true. This is not what you do when you treat the people you're talking to like they have a brain. What you're doing is you're treating them like idiots because you're saying, well, if they see me say it, then they'll just believe me with no evidence. That's not how this world should work, and that's not how it works either. There is a such thing as objective truth, and the left doesn't want that to be the case. Because 5 years ago, this argument never would have come up from anyone. Not one person, Democrat, Republican, or anybody else, would have been making this argument. But all of a sudden, it's the way it is. Because, see, that's the problem with leftism in a nutshell, is that it can't stay still. It can't stay stagnant. It can't have a core set of beliefs and kind of operate on that sense. It has to always be changing and moving forward. Hence the progressive wing, right? It has to keep moving. But by moving forward, they're actually moving backwards, right? Drawing attention to ethnic minorities is only basically arguing for segregation, which they've done before, by the way. I mean, these are the same people at Harvard and other colleges that have said, well, if you're a black person or if you're a person of color on any of these college campuses, then you must be just so overwhelmed. You must be just kind of offended by everything around you. And you need to hang out and be around people that are just like you, in your own dorms with people that are just like you, and be only in classes with people that are just like you. Sounds a lot like segregation, except they're willing to go along with it in the name of wokeism. This is where things are going. We're only going to see this enhanced as time goes on. But remember to always watch the language of things. Just because something sounds good on its face, like what's wrong with people? There's nothing wrong with people. It's how you're using it. Okay? Especially coming from them. Ignoring biology does not change objective truth. It doesn't matter what they do. It won't change it. The left loves to do this. They love to do it with our Constitution. They love to do it with these things as well. With science, they'll say, oh, we're the party of scientists, while meanwhile just completely throwing science out the window when it fits their narrative. It doesn't matter, and they don't care for the rules. Anything that's a rule, anything that's a hard truth or a stopping line or a stopping point is an obstacle for them to get past. And they'll do that by cleverly fighting this battle. These things aren't won in an instant. The battles that the left has to make everything progressive. It doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen in 6 months or a year. It happens over the course of years. And all they have to do is just redefine what words mean. And that's what they do. They redefine what respectful means. They redefine what people means. And then they say, well, they're birthing people now. And then people just start putting that all over the place. It's on ads. It's over here. They start teaching this in the schools to your children, to other people. And then before you know it, everybody just starts adopting this language, not even realizing what they're actually saying, not realizing what's actually happening. The left uses language to fight its arguments, and they have to redefine what is already in place in order to make that happen. You just watched a clip from the William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.